I saw a video recently of someone saying that now that they've gotten older, they've come to realize that almost everything has a deeper, darker link to it. Everything is a finesse, and I couldn't agree more. Let me explain. I believe the naivety of youth lasted much longer pre social media. Because unless you were someone who read the news and read articles and paid attention to things actively outside of national elections, you wouldn't have heard about or had the desire to learn about things like the Epstein files, P. Diddy, Witkoff and Kushner in Russia, Sudan, Gaza, and so forth. Social media has created these hyper condensed, visually appealing chunks of news that come from states and countries that we'll never visit. With the ability to consume so much news across such great distances, more people are becoming more aware that everything is a scheme to siphon money from you or just straight up control you. And then people start to ask, well, where does that happen? How does that happen? Where does it all begin? It starts with small scale corruption. One example is the Amazon data center in Oregon that's linked to miscarriages, kidney loss, and rare cancers. We know data centers are bad, but in the process of researching that, I stumbled across the fact that the reason Amazon was even able to build their data center in Oregon is because of 8 former officials who worked for Murrow County. They exploited a nonprofit to make millions for themselves, and in return gave Amazon $330 million in tax breaks. And that's going to be worth over $1 billion in the years to come. Individualism, one of America's core values, continues to show that it was designed strictly to undermine every worker while simultaneously dangling the golden ticket in front of each of them to convince them to aid in the decay of society. Because as long as they feel comfortable for at least a couple of extra years, they don't really care what happens to everyone else.